time of reflection we shared as the band, led by our songs leader Ian Malcolm, played that beautiful music for us. And our songsters are not able to be gathering this morning, but I've asked Wendy if she would come and share with us a solo. But this is after the Bible reading from Janet. Janet's going to share with us the Bible reading from Matthew, and immediately followed by Wendy. Janet's having to be two places at the same time, unfortunately.
I'm reading from Matthew chapter 7, verses 24 to 29. Therefore, everyone who hears these words of mine and puts them into practice is like a wise man who built his house on the rock. The rain came down, the streams rose, and the winds blew and beat against that house. Yet it did not fall, because it had its foundation on the rock. But everyone who hears these words of mine and does not put them into practice is like a foolish man who built his house on sand. The rain came down, the streams rose, and the winds blew and beat against that house, and it fell with a great crash. When Jesus had finished saying these things, the crowds were amazed at his teaching, because he taught as one who had authority, and not as their teachers of the law. Amen.
I just happened to say to Maisie, if we come back to worship and I can't sing, I will be so frustrated. And she said, in that case, you can sing solo. Our first Sunday back. I'm going to learn to keep this buttoned in future so that I'm not going to get into more trouble. I'm going to sing the Songster piece to you on the rock, simply because that's been my prayer through the 17 months, that my foundation has been in Jesus Christ and in Him alone. And He has seen each of us through, and that's something that we should be giving Him thanks for. Thanks, Janet. You can join the chorus if you remember it.
Thank you.
It says it all, doesn't it? Wedding actors, what should we say? What solo should we be? And she gave me a couple of options, and immediately we just said, that one. I think together we just looked at it and said, that's the one. Always on the rock. He's been there, our stability, our foundation, through the ups and downs, the changes. When everything kicked off, we all got the news flashes, didn't we? Every time you turned the news on, the radio on, there was some announcement, there was some headlines. Yes? Yes. Don't have to sleep on me. When I opened my emails, the leadership team were getting emails for this, emails for that. You can't do this, you can't do that. Send this, do that, do the other. It was constant. Now, just before Christmas, I got an email. We need you to change your car. Oh, because it's a Sargent on car. You've got 2 weeks to choose the next one. Thanks, great. Up to our eyes at Christmas, until you want me to choose a car. Where I'm going with this, my last car had a sat-nav integral within the car. This one doesn't. I have to plug in my Google Maps from my phone into my car and it creates my sat-nav. Now, the technology is not particularly great, but I managed it. Good. Now, if you're a driver, and if you have to use Google Maps, sometimes if the sat-nav doesn't quite work, and you get buffering. Yes? Anybody with me on this one? You know when you get your connections, and you get the little wheel going round, and you're thinking, oh hell, where am I? That's how it felt. For me, be honest, that's how it felt way back March, April, May. Which way are we going? Where are we going? One day at a time. We could have one instruction at 9 o'clock in the morning and by 4 o'clock it could have changed. Why? What is happening? But stand always on the rock. Underneath it all, underneath all the chaos, the disturbance, the upset, the drama, whatever else you want to say about that time, there was a sure foundation of our faith. And I think it is testimony, I'm sure it is testimony to your faith throughout this time that you are still here worshiping. I don't know all the details of what's happened in the last few months for you. There may have been times when your faith has been really challenged. You might have felt closer to God in these challenging times. I don't know. But always on the rock. I wrote out an address sermon quite long ago. And then last night I thought, no, I'm going to cut it right down. So I cut it right down. You know where this is going? The bin. Seriously. That song has set it all. Okay, there's one or two thoughts that I've got from here. But I'm not going to go through it yet. Thing is though, God's been with us in the last 16, 18 months. What's the future going to be? I don't know. but I know somebody who does. God does. I don't know what Stockport Citadel is going to look like as a church family, as a core, whatever words you want to describe us as, in a year, in 2 years' time. Don't think it will be the same as it was in August 2019 when I first stood on this platform, but it might be. I am certain that there will be elements from 2019, as it was, will be with us in 2 years' time. But we stand on a rock, a solid, firm foundation. We know somebody who's in the driving seat. We don't need to have a sat-nav that's whirling around. We just need to trust in a loving Heavenly Father. And on that note, normally I have a time of reflection and we pray. We've done that time of reflecting. Let's just celebrate again a great God who reigns, who is living and loving, and is our loving Heavenly Father. We're going to share in the song together as our time of worship comes to a conclusion. How lovely on the mountain are the feet of him who brings good news. It's Psalm 254 in the songbook. Our God reigns. Hallelujah! Amen. Our God reigns. That's the best thing I can say to you right now. Gwendy's preached the sermon. In that song, she preached the sermon. I don't need to say much more. We're going to sing this together. How lovely are the mountains of faith. Our God reigns, and then we're going to finish with a benediction by John Ritter. I'm going to invite you to stand. We'll sing this together.
The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine upon you, and be gracious unto you. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine upon you, and be gracious unto you. The Lord lift up the light of his countenance upon you. The Lord lifts up the light of his countenance upon you, and give you peace, and give
Your meeting is finished. Let your service begin. God bless you.